this section, we're going to look at identity. Part of this one, we're going to look at Azure Active Directory, users and groups, and module lab and stuffs. First thing is Azure Active Directory. Part of this one, we're going to discuss Azure Active Directory, Azure AD concepts, Active Directory domain services versus Azure Active Directory, Azure Active Directory editions, Azure AD join, self-service password reset. So these topics we have looked at. So Azure Active Directory, this is a cloud-based suite of identity management capabilities that enables you to securely manage access to Azure services and resources for your users. So provides applications management, authentications, device management, and hybrid identity. So we have many on-premises applications. We have Windows servers Active Directory, and we have a Azure Active Directory. We can have connectivity in between two. In this way, we can manage. And users and groups that also can sync from on-premises to cloud. And cloud side, we have like many different resources. We have looked at that. And on-premises Active Directory, we are using the authentications protocol called Kerberos. Kerberos, NTLM. This is the method. And in the cloud, we using few different kind of authentication process: SAML, OAuth, OpenID, WS federations. These are the protocol available in the cloud. So sometimes application authentication purposes, this protocol is very important, especially when developer they build the applications. So that applications, if you want to sign in with Microsoft account or from your company account, so they need to support this one, and Azure Active Directory already support this one. So that's how it functions. So identity means an object that can be authenticated, account, an identity that has data associated with it, Azure AD account, and identity created through Azure AD or another Microsoft Cloud services, Azure AD tenant, a dedicated and trusted instance of Azure AD that's automatically created when your organization signs up for a Microsoft Cloud service subscriptions.
So tenancy is like when you buy a domain, sort of like on
yeah. Name of the company, that's the tenant. Azure AD directory, each Azure tenant has a dedicated and trusted Azure AD directory. And subscription means used to pay for Azure cloud services. So Azure Active Directory domain service versus Azure Active Directory. Azure AD is primarily an identity solution designed for HTTP or HTTPS communications because it's completely cloud-based here. And queried using the REST API over HTTP and HTTPS instead of LDAP. So they are the web communications method. Use HTTP, HTTPS protocols such as SAML, WS federations, and OpenID Connect for authentications instead of Kerberos. Includes federation services, many third-party services such as Facebook. Like if Azure and Facebook, if you want to have established, if you want to establish the connectivity, that also like possible. And that time they're using this kind of protocol. Azure AD users and groups are created in a flat structures, and there are no organizational units and group policies. So on premises, you have OU. You can create users, groups, OU, but in the cloud, there's no group policy, but we have a different policy stuffs.
So there has to be a policy like to give people, manage people access.
Yes, we have the policy, but that's called different. This is not like a direct group policy. And we don't have any department or OUs over there. So Azure Active Directory editions, directory objects, 500,000 objects, single sign-on up to 10 apps. Then you have the Office 365 apps. This is like different editions. Like
Objects is that objects for the individual person or object means?
object means everything, like any instances. Kind of like you create a users, groups, you create like some accounts or everything, whatever you do over there. So all of this is kind of objects. So single sign-on up to 10 apps, unlimited and unlimited. So premium 1 and premium 2, they have like more options.
Office 365 apps means is that
Office 365 apps means
only the Office 365 device or?
yes, Office 365 has all like a Microsoft Office, Word, PowerPoint, they call apps.
Including that Azure is that.
So with that, if you have the Office 365 subscriptions, then you can have up to 10 apps
On the Azure.
on the Azure, yes. Like they come with free with these subscriptions. But if you have premium one, you have unlimited. And those core and identity and access, these things you have, business collaborations you have, identity and access for Office 365, free it doesn't have, but other subscriptions it has. Premium features and premium features, hybrid identities, advanced group access, conditional access. So all these things is part of this these two subscriptions. And identity protections and identity governance, this is only available under premium P2 over there, premium 2. So these are the features you can find under these subscriptions. So Azure AD Join. Azure AD Join, single sign-on to your Azure managed software as a service apps and services. Access to Microsoft Store for business. Restrictions of access to apps from only compliant devices. Enterprise compliant roaming of user settings across joint devices. Windows Hello support seamless access to on-premises resources. So once you connect your on-premises services to cloud, after that everything will synchronize, and once it's synchronized, it will support all these steps. Some of the things, for example, Windows Hello means like a biometric option sign in. Like I have a biometric fingerprint or face detections. Those things will work if you have synchronized. That's what he's saying. And Microsoft Store means this is kind of like a Microsoft Store, App Store. But Microsoft App Store, you can have company applications over there as well. And those company applications, you'll be able to access when you have a this Azure account or like an on-premises account. And self-service password, this is one of the things we have. Determine who can use self-service password. That means if someone has some problem with their password, they forgot or something happened, they can fix by themselves. Choose the number of authentications methods required and the methods available. Email, phone, questions. You can require users to register for this self-service password reset. Same process as multi-factor authentications. In this way, you can reduce the helpdesk support, call and stuff like that. If someone is stuck with their account, they can fix by themselves. It's like that. But that's kind of comes with some certain, Azure editions as well. It's not comes free.
Premium services.
Correct, yeah. Then users and groups. Part of this one, we're going to look at Azure accounts, managing user accounts, bulk user accounts, group accounts, managing multiple directories, and users and groups. We're going to look at all these stuffs. So in Azure, we can have these user accounts. All users, you can see all the users, deleted users, password resets. So all users must have an account. The account is used for authentications and authorizations. Identity sources, cloud, directory synchronized, and guest. It means something maybe you created in the cloud, something you may have in the on-premises, or guest means like external user you can add as well. Like someone got Gmail, you can add in here as well in directory services as a guest.
Third party, not third party company stakeholders or something.
Yes, or any other people if they are not part of the Microsoft, you can add as like external users as like a guest users. How to create users? So managing user accounts must be global administrator or user administrator to manage users, right? Global administrators, they have higher privileges. So usually company owner, they will be, or whoever sign up with the subscriptions, they will be the global administrators. But after that you can assign someone. Usually IT people, they are the global admin. But individual people, you can make them user administrator as well. User profile is optional. These things is optional. Picture, jobs, contact info. Deleted users can be restored within 30 days. Sign in and audit log information is available. You can import the bulk users to the cloud as well. With the CSV file, yes, comma separated value with file with the list of all users and their properties. Look through the file processing each user. Consider error handling, duplicate users, initial password settings, empty properties, and when the account is enabled. These things can happen. Password issues, sometimes duplicate users imported, properties not imported.
Is it when you do CSV?
When you import via CSV, this kind of issues can happen, which you need to fix as well. There's a separate process to fix those stuffs. Now, group accounts, so we can create groups. We have two different types of groups, security groups and Office 365 groups. So security groups, they are related with on-premises same security groups. If you create any groups in on-premises, they are actually the security groups. So same groups you can have in the cloud as well. But Office 365 groups, mostly they are related with mail and stuff like that. So these two groups will be automatically there, but you can create more groups. Assignment types, you can assign dynamic users, dynamic device, security groups only. So we can assign or we can choose other options as well. Managing multiple directories in Azure Active Directory, each tenant is a fully independent resource. That means different name. Maybe you have two companies. So two different directory services you can manage as well. There's no parent-child relationship between tenants. So this independence between tenants includes resource, administrative, and synchronizations. They sync independently. There's a different administration for different tenants. Like they'll not mix. And
like the physical domain, like when you
yeah,
have file domain and
exactly, yeah. Physical domain like that, you have a different domain, so domain they'll not mix up, they are separate. So we're going to look at all these stuffs: domain, user accounts, group accounts, and PowerShells, and all these stuffs. Okay, so you're going to work around that area. So first thing, let's open your Hyper-V managers. In on-premises, you have a Hyper-V managers. And over there, we have the Windows servers. So I think you have one of the Windows servers, right? Oh, I'll check. Yes, this is coming up. So this one, yeah, you have activity users and computers, and you have a domain as well. So what we'll do, we're going to synchronized on-premises servers with cloud. Okay. So this is on-premises servers you just opened. That's great. Now we close this one. And this on-premises servers, mine one is opening. Okay, it will take a bit of time. But let's go to cloud. When you logged into the cloud, you click on this one and we click on Azure Active Directory. Yeah. So a bit of information about this interface. Yes, just logged into the portal like me, you'll get a screen like me.
Create a resource? Or?
No. So once you get this one, I'll just give you some descriptions around that. This is the menu bar, portal menu. Over there, you have many stuffs, right? You have dashboard, all services, resource group, app services, database, virtual machines, and all these things. So we're going to use different tab for different purposes. All these things we have. After that, this is kind of like a dashboard. They give you some options so you can work with these stuffs as well. Something you're not sure, you can search on the top in here. Okay, so like you're looking for something but not sure how to find out that, you can work here. Then this is don't worry about this at the moment. See the notifications. Every time you perform some task, they'll give you notifications. Like I have $140 credit. You have anything like that? $260?
280.
280. Okay, that's I think for 1 month. After that, you have some settings options. These things you can. This is the portal how you want to look at any stuffs, but we don't need to do anything in here. Feedback and stuffs, question marks. So these things is not important. Yeah. So yeah, now we are working with Active Directory. So if you click on this menu bar, if you go down, see the Azure Active Directory. So let's open this one. Okay. Now see the users. So after that, if you click on users, so you can see there's many different users in here, right? Many different users we can see. But in your case, if you'd like to create a new user, even this directory service automatically connected with Office 365. So
if you log in Office, we can see the Azure AD there as well.
yes, but usually Azure AD probably like you don't have to manage, but it will exist. It's like directory database, and So Office 365 from there you'll be able to do many stuffs, but you'll be able to see this information from Azure Directory Service as well. But in here we can create new user, we can create guest user as well. After that you can delete user, deleted user, reset password. Those things you'll be able to do from here. So if you create a new user, example, I click on, so users in here. Yeah, see, this is our company directory. I think your name should be in here as well. Oh, it doesn't exist in here.
Load more, I think.
Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah. J, yeah, here. See, so this is created in Office 365, but it will exist in here. Now, if I go to directory service again, we have users, groups. These two is the main thing. And role assignment, we can assign someone some role, some external identities. There are many other things in here. Devices, like list of devices, they are kind of like you logged in or somehow directory or office account you used over there, right? So it will have a list of the device as well automatically. Whether you do anything or not, it will be there. Then there are many other things like license, Azure AD Connect, MDM services, mobile device management, password resets. There are many other things.
Is this for 1 year for these 280 degrees or 1 month?
1 month.
1 month. So after 1 month you have to buy.
After that you'll have many other stuffs, but after that you'll have access to this 1 year, but many other services you'll be able to use, but not the credit.
What's the credit used for?
Because some of the things when you do, you need a credit. So after what
Creating user and doing this sort of thing.
user, I think you'll be able to create, but there are many other services. For example, network services. You're going to configure networking, or you'll establish the network connections. So those kind of things you'll not be able to do. Some storage account features which you'll not be able to use. Because if they give the credit, people may use like for free for 1 year, then they'll create another account, create 1 more year, 2 years, they'll use free the entire services.
So this is enough to finish this course.
Yes, and after that, pretty much you can manage, play with many stuffs as well. Cool. All right, so if you want to create a user, you'll be able to create user creations. Is pretty simple. Just new user. After that, create a new user, and then you fill up all these steps, and that's how we create a user. Okay. But if you'd like to establish the connectivity from on-premises to cloud, we need to have servers. So, and I logged in at first. I'm logged in as ABC administrators. I think your one also you logged in as administrators. That's fine. And after that, we can download one of the tools called Azure AD Connects or directory synchronization. So we can search that one and we can download in the servers, this Windows servers. Yes, but in order to do that, you need to have internet connections. To get the internet connections, first thing, we need to connect this one with the switch. So when you go to the Hyper-V managers, right click on the VM and please go to settings. If you go to settings, there's a network adapter, but it's saying private, isn't it? Saying private?
Yeah.
Okay. change it to default. This is a default switch. Change to default switch. After that, default switch means now it will connect with our actual NIC card. So after that, we go to local server. If you have a server managers open, and this is a Windows defaulter firewall. Just turn off the firewall because firewall make many issues.
In the actual company thing, you cannot turn on the firewall, right?
You can, if it is just a Windows servers, you can. Because a firewall can be managed in other way as well.
Like switching the, like turning the port on or off.
Yeah, so from the router side, we mostly manage. Because server side, it's a server own protection. If you just simply use the servers, it needs this protection. That's why this firewall. But if it is part of the network, we can manage this one in many different ways as well. This is a Windows way to manage these systems. After that, you just need to click refresh in here, and then it should be off. And you can see the Ethernet. Click on Ethernet. And ABC properties, IPv4, you need to obtain the IP address automatically. Okay, IP address and DNS. If you obtained IP address automatically, you should get internet connections. I got the internet, right? Okay. Now after that, if we have Google Chrome is better, but if you do not have Google Chrome, only thing in servers we have Internet Explorer. So let's open Internet Explorer. There's a before you open the Internet Explorer. Yeah, you go to server managers, and on the right hand side there's a IE enhanced security configurations. Just need to turn off that one. Okay. After that, you open the Internet Explorer. Use recommended security, privacy, and company. Okay, that's fine. In here, we just first thing we just go to google.com. Okay. Once you go to Google, then download Azure AD. Download Microsoft Azure Active Directory Connect. Then it will take to Microsoft site. Over there we have a Microsoft Azure Active Directory Connect. Azure Connect allows you to quickly onboard a Azure AD and no, sorry, not this one. That's a did sync. Let me check over there. Azure AD Connect. Okay, no, I think this one they changed the name. It was did sync before. Download Azure AD Connect. Okay, it should be Azure AD Connect. So I'm downloading that one in the servers. I'm running as well. You got this one like me?
Almost downloaded.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
Okay. After that, this is the window you'll get, and say I agree to these steps and say continue. Express settings, that's say okay. Use express settings. After that, we need is saying enter your Azure AD global admin credentials.
We have the
Yes, so global admin credentials will be if you go to
found one primary domain.
yes, so if I go to my user's account, from here I need to find out the no, we got more. Okay, so I think my new one is this one. Yes, is connected. Enter the Active Directory Domain Service Enterprise. Active Directory one will be AABC/administrator, and password is this one, default password. Your cloud account is okay? That's why it's like that.
Connect to the ADDS username password. Oh, the administrator. Huh?
Yeah. ABC/administrator and then put the password. So, and after that we need to say install. Now, while it is installing, it may take a bit of time. Now we go to server manager. So you know that two domain is not same, right? But we can actually create the new directory, and with that we can sync with the cloud. So how to do that? For that, you need to know your cloud directory. So now if we go to cloud, and if I go to my users, so I have a verified domain. That's why I got like, IT route, stuff like that. Okay. But what is your one? If you create two users, but you have a different domain, isn't it? This is your directory.
The domain is this one, yeah?
Yeah, from Hussein from here. This is your directory, right? So this name we're going to create in on-premises. Okay. How to do that? Let's go to our servers. We go to tools. There's the Active Directory domain and trust. So please open that one. And then expand. abc.local, right? Right click on this one, properties. Oh no, sorry, not that one, not abc.local. See the Active Directory domain and trust. Right click on that one and go to properties. And after that, you see the alternative VPN suffix. In here, I'm going to put itroute.com.au. Let's say this is my cloud directory, and you can put that directory. I have multiple directories, so if whatever I put here, it will create that one. Now, in your case, you just put Hussein, that one. That's your directory, the entire thing, till.com. Okay. Add and click apply and OK. After that, close this window, and if you go to your tools, Active Directory users and computers, over there you'll be able to see that users, there's many stuffs in here, but let's say you click on just users. Under that, if you create anything, right click, new user. Okay, and we create a new user called AZ user1, like that. AZ user1. Just put first name, and in here you'll be able to see the other directory. Right? You can choose that one. So click next, and then you can put the password. In this way, you can create the users from on-premises. It will sync over there.
So in the bottom it says user logon name, where the ABC is still the bottom line. Yeah.
That's a domain. That's a local name.
Local domain. So it's gonna validate or authenticate from the local domain to the cloud domain, right?
Yes. Like locally, you can use this one. Cloud, you can use that account. Next. And next, and put the password and then finish.
So now every user we're creating in the local domain,
Yeah,
we'll create in the cloud.
correct. Yeah,
So in under that domain.
yes.
Or we can have the same domain name in both places. If we like in the beginning when we started saying abc.local,
Yeah,
if we just say my name
yeah.
and all Microsoft.com or blah blah whatever it is. Or if I bought a domain for myself
Mm-hmm.
for the company,
Yeah,
and then have the domain name in the actual domain primary domain, the domain controller, and then have the same name in the Microsoft, so they'll be the same name.
yeah. It will synchronize. Like now, we created in on-premises. It will sync over there, which will check as well. So if you minimize this one, by the time just check our things, completion configurations complete. Okay, exist. So this part is done. So that means after that, these things will synchronize the cloud. Now this one doesn't, if you click again, it doesn't have anything. It will give you, if you double click, it will give you some options. Yeah, it's just same configuration option. So don't do anything with that, but it's already connected.
It's just a synchronized to
Yeah, via the online. Now, if I want to see, if I click in this start menu, click on the, see the synchronizations service, click on that one. See the IT route dot on-premise local directory and cloud directory, they sync already.
Why so many names?
Sorry?
Why so many of them?
Because it found all of them with your login. When you logged in over there, whatever directory it's found, it's kind of like made the synchronizations. It's saying it recognized those stuff. See? Azure AD, Azure AD, Azure AD. So Azure AD, it found these three stuffs. Export, import, and full signal for three purposes. Purpose is different. Okay? And also syncing stuffs, it will see, oh, I should not use this domain. I should use, because what happened later on I need to fix, because all these things will synchronize. I need to delete all these things again. And sometimes because if I delete the on-premises servers, then confusing, like, okay, I'll fix that one later on. So local port, this one is success. Okay, that's fine.
I don't have this one. The local connection status, I don't have anything in there.
But your one is, if you click on connectors, and over there you have these two domain.
Yeah.
Okay. Now after that, if I go to my Azure cloud, see, I'll go to my directory again, click on Azure AD Connect. We'll be able to see from here whether it is connected or not. Refresh. Yes, it says enabled. Sync has never run. Oh, we can.
My one says less than 1 hour ago, it's last sync, which is synced.
Okay. So if it is sync, you'll be able to see the new user in here. So if you go to the users again, that aged user, it should come up in here.
Came in all the users in that domain controller, but they're not the Azure. All the users that I had in the domain controller, so someone who has been working.
Yeah, because initially, but that things, we can push the syncing as well. So if we, this is the synchronization service, we
But
can.
the Azure account that we put in Azure one,
Yeah,
that didn't sync.
it may take a bit of time. So what you do, just click on abc.local, your on premises, and click run. Just click run. You have a,
Synchronization service.
yeah. After that, we have multiple options like full sync, full synchronizations, delta synchronizations. Full means everything will sync again, and delta means if something updated, only those things will sync over there.
So going to connector or where
This one, yeah, connectors.
so I've got
So mine one was AZ something.
I'm creating the same account as you want.
It will come. It will come soon. Yeah. So pretty much synchronizations works in this way. After in this way, you can have a hybrid directory, and you can multiple directory. You can have all the directory you'll be able to see under the Azure AD Connect from there.
I'm just asking one thing. So you know, all the users that I have here, in the
Yeah.
which wasn't there before, so before the syncing. Now it's syncing, and it's all the users from the domain controller. It came to the Azure
Yeah.
Active Directory.
Yeah.
So, you know the identity user where it says on Microsoft.com. You know, it wasn't a local domain, like, but they migrated to this.
Already migrated.
So they can use this as an account to log into Azure, or not
Yes.
Azure. I mean to the computer. They don't need the ABC of local.
If they want to connect this, yeah, they can log in with that, but not directly. I'll explain that one because now user account creation part is done. Okay, but we have another method with that. You can join local PC to Azure domain. Like you join a computer to domain local, but local PC you can join to Azure AD. If they do that, then this with that account they'll be able to log in. But this like cloud purposes, this account can be used for cloud application authentication purposes, sharing purposes, file share, file service, storage, or everything else you can use. But if you want to log into local PC,
To the company PC.
company PC, that need to be joined to Azure AD. So if it is like that, you don't need local AD for small businesses, especially. So pretty much in this way, users, groups, AD, you can manage pretty much in this way. So you're going to look at a bit more steps. I think its synchronization is done, everything is good. Yeah. It will take a bit of time, but it will sync. By the time you can create maybe a couple of other users, then they will sync. And if I go to this directory services, this user, I go to properties, account, yeah, see but you can change as well, whatever you want. Currently is actually cloud domain, but you can have in local domain as well. Yeah, you can do. If it is log, still it will sync. Lock and unlock is deleted with whether you can log in or not. Yes. But this user logon is log or not. I can check as no, this is already unlocked. You don't need to unlock, but somehow if it is get locked, then only on that time you can unlock this one. Another options they put here.